It's playground politics in its most brutal form. Bullying has plagued us for years. It's creating severe mental health issues, and according to a study by Griffith University, workplace bullying is costing Australian industry $13 billion a year. $13 billion a year. Well, it's between $7 and $13 billion, but you know, $7 billion is still a huge number. Companies like News Corp, Telstra and the Commonwealth Bank have introduced anti-workplace bullying policy for the safety of their employees. And school policies over generations have worked hard to end bullying. But naturally, some people still fall through the cracks. So bullying still exists today. So I sat down with two industry leaders in combating bullying to find out why they fight bullying and what their plan to combat bullying is, and whether we can one day live in a world without bullying.
I think I started getting into this because, well, I was adopted personally as a young boy, and when my parents split up when I was 6, around that time I started getting bullying, so a lot just happened at once. People attacking me all the time, verbally, physically. I tell a story in schools about how I was repeatedly put in whiz bins, and that did haunt me for a lot of years.
Okay, so I grew up in the western suburbs, and when I was 15 or so, I'd say, I was having a lot of challenges. I was extremely bullied. Like, people would follow me home because they wanted to kill me. So from that experience and realizing, like, every time, like, no matter what someone says to you, like, it's never about you. It's about them and their view of the world. The
Socratic method is a really great foundation to teach anybody, and I've seen it work for primary school kids to year 12 kids. And basically it's giving them the education that questions have power and not all claims are true. And a lot of times kids don't understand, how do you find what's true? How do you decipher what's true and false? So the attacks that they're getting may not be true. They may be true. And it's in your best interest to find out if it is or not.
You know what, I'd say that if you're a kid that's being bullied, the number one thing you can do is stick it out. You are an incredible human being, and there is no way that what someone else says is going to define who you are. And just because someone says something doesn't mean it's a reflection of you, it's a reflection of them. You know what, I would love to say that you could eradicate bullying, but I feel like, just like life, the only thing that is constant is change. And so this phenomenon that we're experiencing today is just going to keep evolving and changing. And at the end of the day, all we need is people to really walk around and try and make the world better for each other. And that is the only way that you can eradicate bullying, every minute by minute.
This is what I see. Imagine we're grandparents and we have our grandkids come up to us and they're like, hey, at school today we learned about bullying. What was that? There's no reason why we can't think that could happen. I think we've got a long way to go, because we're just starting to talk about some of the side effects and the consequences of bullying. Based on history, we can make this a socially unacceptable thing, that we can put boundaries around this so that we can eradicate it into next to nothing. And this could be something that we can look upon in our human history as another thing that we learned not to do.